Hi Aries, welcome to your Soul to Soul reading for March of 2018. This is the Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. I've just got a huge smile on my face because these readings are so much fun. It's the first time I've done the zodiac signs on my channel, and it's going very nicely, and I've been excited to do your reading. So for you, I'm going to be doing, I just had a card pop up as I was shuffling as I was talking. Page of Cups. How do you like that, Aries? It just popped right out. This is very sweet. I'm going to leave that out for you. All right. So I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot, the Sacred Circle Tarot, and possibly the fairy ring. We'll see. I had set ones picked out, and all of a sudden tonight when I'm doing these readings, I'm just kind of winging it. I dropped another card. Excuse me. They're flying out of my hands for you. King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is covering both areas. How I do my readings is I branch it off into 3 sections. The first is love. The second is security. And the third is freedom. Now, by love, I mean obviously romantic love, and I also mean your very close circle. The people who you want around you on your last day on this earth. Not the people who will come to your funeral, the people who will talk about you and come visit you, or you know, say your eulogy or something. Not the people who come to the funeral, the people who are at the deathbed. And I know that sounds morbid, but having actually been there when other people have passed, it's a very sacred experience, and nothing else is important at that time. And you want those people. These are the people, you know who they are. It's like, who do you want there at your last moments? Those are the people you want in your living moments, and you want to shove everybody else out and not waste your time on these superficial connections or abusive relationships, abusive connections, that type of thing. The relationships you would regret having at the end of your life and say, why did I waste so much time? Why? Why did I do that? So the first card that fell out is the Page of Cups, and it's about love, and that's the section that I always do first. And the second section is always about security, and what comes out for you is the King of Pentacles. The cards are shuffling themselves, so I'm going to leave those there. Those are your cards. And now the third one for freedom. Let's see. Since the first 2 flew out, there goes 2 more. Okay? You have the Emperor, which is like the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. This is, oh no, that's not the Emperor. It's the Hierophant. No wonder I said King of Kings and Lord of Lords. This is the High Priest. He's the Pope. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Okay, and the other card that flipped out is the Ace of Swords. You're getting clarity about what you want to do. Now, the section I call freedom is about the inspired action you want to take in your life in order to manifest your dreams. And just the things you do all the time. They can be small, mundane things. They can be, you know, the more grandiose plans that you have, the bigger dreams. They're flying out, man. The 3 of Pentacles in the upright. It was in the upright when I picked it up. This is collaboration. This is apprenticeship. Beginning work. The Page of Cups is the beginning of love. I got goosebumps, Aries. I feel very charged up right now in it. Like, I feel like you're going through an experience like God is speaking to you. Like right now. Like you're hearing from God. I'm covered in goosebumps. This is crazy. So I don't know. You are going through some wonderful initial experience. Like it's the beginnings. I can feel it. like the world's opening up to you, and it's almost like you feel like a new person. I feel like this sense of elation and wonder happening to you. And by the way, I'm a medium. In the old world, they call witches like us a hedge witch. And that just means that they're mediums. Like standing at the hedgerow in the old country, it's like you're between two pieces of property and the hedgerow divides it. So if you're a hedge witch, you stand at the hedgerow and you've got 1 foot in each world. And that's what it means by that. And it's essentially medium or shaman. And a friend of mine calls me a shamanic witch, and I do a lot of shamanic practice, just in my own personal practice, in my prayers and the astral travel, the journey work and all of that stuff, and speaking with my spirit guides and your spirit guides and the loved ones who come. So, I mean, the room is filled with spirit right now, connected to you. This is all your energy that I'm feeling, and I feel so charged up. And what I said all that to say that I am a medium, but I'm empathic. I'm an empathic medium, and I'm clairvoyant and all of the clairs, clairaudient, all hearing and seeing, and I even taste things sometimes. And sometimes something just drops in, and it's like I feel like I know. I just know. So all of those play. But this is like I'm feeling like I'm you. I can feel your feelings, and I can feel the spiritual energy around you, which is just this sense of elation. Now I feel myself calming down. So that was crazy. The deck shuffled itself. I'm telling you right now. Let me see. This one's sticking out. Celebration. 3 of Cups. You're just hitting it out of the park, Aries. You are just hitting it out of the park. I mean, they're like, never mind your spread, Michelle. We're gonna do it. We're gonna lay ourselves down. So this is, if you go watch some of my other videos for the other signs, you'll see how I do it. But very organized, because it's hard to think clearly sometimes when you're channeling. And so it's like I have to have a place for stuff so that I can focus better, and I'm not just rambling. But these cards are just coming out on their own, and they're sorting themselves out. And that's what your life feels like right now. It's sorting itself out. And I think you're recognizing the higher power involved, and it's kind of blowing your socks off. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. and the last one that was kind of sticking out, and this, I'm going to end it here, or the whole deck is just going to deal itself. I'm going to end it here because I think this is beautiful. I'm not going to end the reading. I'm going to end the pulling the cards out, because you've got 8 cards here. 7. This is the 4 of Swords, and it's one of my favorites, and especially in this deck, it's one of my favorites too. It's this peaceful bliss of it's rest, it's sleep, but it's like you're connecting to God at the same time. So it's like meditation and prayer while you're sleeping. So it's like completely at peace. It's like the warrior who's resting. That's what I want to say. And actually it is, because in the day when knights were being initiated to service, they would spend the evening before their initiation into service, into knighthood. They would spend, or the night before battle, they would spend the night laying on top of their own tomb and contemplating, not so much morbidly contemplating, but literally putting themselves in the position of death and laying there on top of the tombstone in the church. Like the what do you call it? The big, like, not a coffin, but I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. But they would lay on top of it, and as if they were dead. And it wasn't morbid. It was more there was a lot of reverence. It was an act of reverence to contemplate the divine is really what they're contemplating, not so much their death. They're contemplating the divine and that they were giving their lives in service. But this is a peaceful, restful act of reverence and contemplation. So I sense a lot of prayer. I sense a lot of peacefulness. So while all these wonderful things are happening, you have inner peace in your waking hours, and you're sleeping more peacefully. You know, the hard times are over, kind of. And even if you were called into action, it's like you have a sense of resolve that comes from a totally different place than before. It's sacred. All of the excitement has died down. And isn't that funny? Didn't I say, now I feel like I'm calming down, and then I pull this card. And that's exactly what it is. It's like a inner peace, outer activity. Peaceful productivity. It's like you are just channeling the peace and the movement of God. It's like you feel God moving through you. Very holy and reverent and sacred. And yet you're just living everyday life. It's just life, you know? Wow. This was a very profound reading, and I've only just begun. I've only just pulled out the cards, Aries, and it's like, you know, it's mind-blowingly profound to me. The sense of reverence around these cards and around your life right now. I admire you. I do. Do I need to pull any more cards? I don't think I do. I will, of course. All right. I'm going to move the camera down so you can see it, because they're really pretty. And I'll try and feel what extra supplemental cards to add to the mix, okay? So I'm going to bring you down to the little itty-bitty table so you can see the cards a little more up close. Aren't they pretty? They're so beautiful. And I think they're more beautiful because I glitterize everything. I don't know if you can see it up close or if the light is reflecting well enough on it. There's your Three of Cups. You are just... I am tasting something in my mouth. I taste sweetness. It's almost like cotton candy. It tastes like sugar. It does. It tastes like spun sugar, like cotton candy. Candy floss. I can see the color pink. It's just, it's just sweetness. Life is sweet. Life is sweet. And you have this spiritual clarity with the Hierophant. Okay, and I'm seeing, you know, the Hierophant can represent higher spiritual knowledge. It can also represent marriage, the keys of the kingdom, you know, spiritual understanding. And the clarity is just astounding. The Ace of Swords with the Hierophant. I mean, you are like, you're having visitations with God, man. You really are. You could also be getting insights about your marriage, your significant other, your committed relationships here. Just, man. It's like, I know you don't want to get too Pollyanna. You don't want to get your hopes up too high. And it's like, it's okay. Don't worry. You won't get too, you'll calm down. And that's the energy of that Four of Swords. That's the energy of this. So don't worry. I'm going to put that above. It's like, don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to have the peace of mind. Don't worry. It's not going to be too hyper happy. Don't worry. It's not too good to be true. Because look at this. Look at these humble beginnings. That's what the Three of Pentacles is. It's humble beginnings. But man, they're real. They're solid. You have more than just two coins to rub together. You have more, and you're working on more. See? You have more than just two thin dimes to rub together, and you're still going to acquire more. It's humble beginnings, but it's like, you feel it. It's almost like you are spiritually wise enough to know that you need to be humble. It's like, I can hear you saying it. It's like, I need to be humble. I need to, I need to chill. But I'm so excited. And that's what I'm picking up. I mean, a good apprenticeship, the beginning initial stages of work. It is humble because you've done this. You've done this already, and you're going to continue to hold this energy. Okay? You will. Because, you know why? Because it's here. That's why. It's showing up. That's why. That's how I know. Because it's here. And if it wasn't here, I wouldn't have this card wouldn't be here. So you're okay, Aries, and you're gonna just, it's okay. Feel confident that you can be grounded. You are grounded. You're okay. Grounded. You've got your feet on the ground. You're okay. And all these new beginnings are just so exciting. Now I want to pull one of each. Oh, I want to pull one of everything. I really do. Let's see. Let's go with one of each of these. I'm going to pull Sacred Circle Tarot, just one card, for your self-love or spirit. Okay? Self-love and spirit connection. Not that you need more of that kind of message, but it's like, this is already how you know you're feeling. This will be the one where it's like, tell me something I don't already know. What's God saying to me? Okay? That's what this is going to be right here. Okay? The Warrior. This is your inner strength coming out. And this, okay, listen carefully. Be fierce, not angry. That's what this card says. Be fierce, not angry. You don't have to be up in arms anymore. And you know this. You know what this card means. I don't have to say anymore. And you know what fierce feels like. Fierce feels like you channeled the energy, the anger energy, and you have it contained. It helps. You've got it, you're grounding it. Anger is lashing out and, you know. I don't have to tell you. That's what that card is. Be fierce, not angry. And you got it. You got this. You got it. You got it. You know what I saw when I just looked at the Hierophant just now? It made me laugh. You know when people go like, they point up to God, like in baseball or in a sport, and they point up to God. And also like when you, like go, number one. God's number one. It's like God's saying this about you. That was the feeling I got, though. God's doing this to you. He's like, you're number one. Number one. Picture God on TV playing football. And he's like, this touchdown's for you. That God's your fan. God is your biggest fan. God's rooting for you. God's rooting for you. That's what it is. Whoops. both. I was starting to pick this one, and then this is the one that actually fell. Okay, Banshee and Seven of Winter and the Banshee. Let me see. I think this kind of grounds things. That makes it real. Okay, I want to read those. Excuse me. I have a frog in my throat. So I picked these two. The Banshee, which is this one. Okay. And this one. The Seven of Winter. I'm going to slaughter this word, I know. Fakin. Okay, he's a little mushroom guy. He's actually, it's like he's in half. Okay, let me see. This is the Four of Autumn. This series of cards goes by the season. So the Four of Autumn is the Banshee. And that sounds like wild emotion, if you know what I mean. Like a screaming Mimi. You know what I mean? You know, like letting your emotions kind of, you know, vocalizing. And I think that's good. I feel like it's in a good way. Let me read it, though. I'm trying to find both so I can put, excuse the long pause while I'm looking for these cards. And I'm not going to read the full lengthy description. Just enough to kind of give us the gist of it, okay? So let me see. I'm almost there. Four of Autumn. Got it. Four of Autumn. I hope you can hear me. The Banshee. Divinatory meaning of this card here. The Banshee brings you bad news or a warning of disaster. She is telling you that others are working behind the scenes to do you a disservice. Beware of evil gossip about you and treachery by disloyal friends and loved ones. Okay, hold on. Hold on. After that awesome reading, hold on. Because we put it in context, okay? That's what the card typically means. That's the, you know, I mean, have you ever heard of the Banshee, the screaming banshees? They're like terrifying and, you know, but we don't take it, I'm not taking that literally. So hold your horses. And now the appearance of the solitary Fakin indicates a need to stand back from a situation in order to see it clearly, and warns against precipitous action. He may indicate a temporary retreat from the world. That's what the Four of Swords is. Retreat from the world. Stepping back. With planning, foresight, isolation, meditation. See how they pull together? Meditation. Meditation. What did I call that earlier? And illumination from within. Look at, I don't know if you can see them, but I have goosebumps. Okay? So, here's all the rigmarole. Okay? Here's all the rigmarole. It's the screaming mimes, okay? The banshees. The people and the things and the situation that make noise in your life. The maddening crowd, the maddening crowd, how do they say it? The chaos in the world, and it's like, you're like, nope. Because you don't fight against it anymore. You are fierce, not angry. You've channeled that energy to where you don't come out with your fists flying, and that's really seeing something for Aries, because you are so on fire and so headstrong, and you want to tackle it and ask questions later. You know, you are the warrior of the zodiac. You know, we count on you to do that. We count on you for our protection because you're willing to, you know, and you shouldn't take so much flack for it. I don't think people should be giving Aries flack for that. Hot-headed and all that other stuff. Okay, so aren't we all a little bit too much in our so-called sign? You know, I'm a Virgo. Virgos are so analytical and picky. Okay, well, yeah, on a bad day, or that's the worst part of my sign, but that's not all it is. And Aries are much more than being hot-headed, right? So, I mean, that's gonna probably be, and okay, so it's probably an area of growth, but it doesn't mean that you have to turn your whole life into mastering this limitation that you may think you have, okay? You don't have to turn it into your whole life that you have to master your feelings, your anger, because it's, oh, it's too much, It's like, you know what? You're getting there, and don't worry about it. Everybody has their signature limitation, and we shouldn't give ourselves so much flack about it. I'm going to bring you back up to me, because I feel this winding down, but I do want to pull a Witch's Wisdom card for you. That's what I'm feeling. I want to pull a Witch's Wisdom card for you. And maybe a True Love reading card, because those are about self-love. Okay. So it's like everybody plays up their strengths, and yet they play up their weaknesses or limitations too, but in a bad way. It's like, you know what I'm learning lately from Spirit? I just want to share this with you. I'm actually kind of proud of my limitations, to be honest. It's like, I don't know how to explain that. It's like, because I'm not trying to make them out to be something else. I'm not trying to put myself down about it either. Just by being humble and saying, well, I have these limitations. I admit it. I'm being humble. I'm not spiritualizing my limitations. I'm making a non-issue of them. But I'm actually proud of myself. With my limitations, I'm proud of myself, not in spite of my limitations. I'm proud of myself with my limitations. With them. Because they're part of me. They're me. They're not part of the devil. They're not part of my ego. Maybe in a way, okay, but they're still me. I don't identify with my ego, but it's still me. And I love me. I love all of that. I love my limitations too. What can I say? It's a new thing. It's a new thing for me, and it feels wonderful. And I want you to feel that too. So, while anybody else is screaming their heads off about whatever, and there's drama, the Banshee is drama, okay? That's just the drama card. That's all that is. And it's saying to step back from it, and I think you already are. It might be, maybe it feels a little bit more of a struggle, but don't worry. You've got your apprenticeship going. You're getting yourself out of whatever it was that would trigger your limitations. It's like you're still working your way out of it, but you have inner peace. Okay? What can I say? I'm proud of you, Aries. I'm proud of you. You're doing good. Be proud of your limitations, because they're you, and you should love you. All of you. All of you. Okay, which one's it going to be? It's not dropping. So I guess this is it. How I usually drop them. Alright, so it's this. Initiation. All that stuff I said in the beginning of the video. Initiation. That's what it all is. Go back and look at the beginning of this video. Go back and look at the front of this video. It's all about initiation. And okay? So there it is. And underneath, it says, intensification. This is the midsummer solstice, summer solstice, ancestors. This is where I split the deck, where it came apart. How I do it is I drop the cards. I hold them like this and I drop them, and then I pick that one, okay? And it was initiation, and then so this was on the bottom of this half, and this was on the bottom of this half. Initiation, intensification, ancestors, remembrance. It would not surprise me, Aries, if you are connecting with spirit to the degree that you are feeling your ancestors, your relatives, your loved ones that have crossed over. Know that they're with you. Just know. They're with you. They're with you, Aries. That's for you. Damn. That was strong, powerful reading. I mean, I'm feeling all the energies. I'm sitting here in the energy. I hope you're getting it. I hope you are getting this energy, because it's crazy. You're already living it, though, so I think you know what I'm talking about. But I hope you're getting it from this video as a confirmation, as a validation of what you're experiencing. That you're feeling it and going, yes, I knew it was God. I knew I was going to be okay, you know, because you are. So, you're awesome. You're awesome. Everything is awesome. The Lego movie. Oh, I forgot these. Divine Masculine is on the bottom. True Love reading cards. Why not? Let's just throw it in there at the end, okay? Icing on the cake. Alright, can't see me shuffling, but hopefully you can hear it, and you trust me by now. Sometimes people get nervous when they can't see a reader shuffling the cards. They think they're pulling out, you know, all the good stuff or all the dramatic stuff and faking it and whatnot. I'm telling you, most readers, I would say 9 out of 10, they don't fake it. They're the real deal. Some are faking it, but for the most part, no. And I'm definitely not. Silver Waterfall is what you get. This is cleansing and healing. It's what this card means. It's cleansing and healing, and it's recalibrating your vibration is what that is. And rainbow. It's giving you your rainbow. On the bottom of the deck, inner peace. 4 of Swords. That's what that is. 4 of Swords. And the little mushroom head guy. The fakin'. He's inner peace, contemplation, meditation. Yeah. You want another look at that 4 of Swords? It's really beautiful. Look on that. Look how... I look at that and I just instantly want to... just, get into that energy. That's what's in store for you. Okay? Good luck, Aries. Mwah. So, if you want to book a personal reading with me, everything you need to connect with me is in the drop-down box below. If that reading resonated for you like it did for me, give me a thumbs up, please. Leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications of future readings, and they're going to be coming regularly, okay? So, thank you so much for coming and watching, and I enjoyed being with you so much. From my soul to yours, much love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye-bye.